For Brazil, the start of 2023 seems to be rather turbulent and tumultuous. Just 1 week into the new year and the divisions in the country are out in the open. The schism in Brazil politics, the alienation in the society is clearly visible for the entire world to see. Just yesterday, thousands of people stormed the country's Congress, Supreme Court and presidential offices in the capital city of Brasilia. The vandalism and rioting was eerily similar to the US Capitol Hill siege around 2 years back. Crowds dressed in the national colors, which is yellow and green, and wrapped in the Brazilian flag overwhelmed the police around the major institutions of Brazilian democracy. This rioting comes just a week after the new left-leaning president of Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, was sworn in for the third time. In this video, we break down the reasons why thousands of people went on rampage in Brasilia and how the world is reacting to this. But before that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to One India. The main reason behind this rampage is very simple and clear, although there are certain ancillary issues in the backdrop. To put it simply, the supporters of the right-wing leader and the former president, Jair Bolsonaro, are just refusing to accept the election results that were out in October. The second round of Brazil's presidential elections in the month of October had in fact shaped up to be far closer than expected, with Lula da Silva only narrowly beating Jair Bolsonaro. And with a difference of only 2.14 million votes out of 156 million registered voters, that was a clear sign of the division currently within a country struggling to cope with the multitude of crises. The defeated candidate, Jair Bolsonaro, had long claimed that Brazil's election system was rotten with fraud and that the entrenched elite were plotting to remove him from power. He had been quiet since being edged out by Lula in the runoff elections on October 31, but his supporters, who are convinced that a cabal of the establishment elites and the media had stolen the election, have been growing increasingly restive. He himself had flown to Florida in USA 48 hours before the end of his mandate and was absent from Lula's inauguration. His supporters had demanded that the Brazilian military step in and prevent President Lula from assuming charge of the country on January 1st. Between the announcement of Lula's victory and now, they had clashed several times with police, set official vehicles on fire and protested violently. After Lula was inaugurated, they carried out an online campaign to mobilize people to gather at the seats of government and justice on January 8 for a mass demonstration. And in fact, conspiracy theories pushing the idea that the election in Brazil was rigged and that Bolsonaro was the real winner have been circulating among his supporters online for weeks in the build-up to what happened in Brasilia yesterday. Twitter in particular has found itself in hot waters over this. After Elon Musk took over, the company had laid off staffs, including those in Brazil whose role was to tackle misinformation around the election. So, due to this, many claim that the social media giant may have also instigated the protests and the vandalism in one way or the other. In the wake of yesterday's arson and vandalism, even Elon Musk tweeted and hoped that the matter could be resolved peacefully. Almost the entire world was quick to denounce this chaos and abhorrent display of political turmoil. World leaders, including India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, UK's PM Rishi Sunak and French President Emmanuel Macron, have condemned this act. This show of force and destruction went on for over 3 hours yesterday, and now police in Brazil have arrested hundreds of people and wrested back control of the country's Congress, Presidential Palace and the Supreme Court. President Lula da Silva said that these violence were unprecedented and that he would be dealing with those taking law in their hands with an iron fist. This was all you needed to know about the chaos that took place in Brazil yesterday and why it happened. We hope you would like this new video. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.